In this video, I'm going to complete exercise 2-9 and exercise 2-10. In 2-9, we will journalize, and in exercise 2-10, we will post. Prepare journal entries for the following transactions of a new company called Pose for Pics. Okay, let's start. August 1, Madison Harris, the owner, invested $6,500 cash and $33,500 of photography equipment in the company in exchange for common stock. So the business is receiving $6,500 in cash and $33,500 of photography equipment. Both of those are assets. And how do you increase an asset? Well, with a debit. So there are going to be two debits. Let's go and start. We start out with our date, August 1. And then remember, if you receive cash, you debit cash. If you pay cash, you credit cash. In this case, again, we're receiving the cash, so we're going to be debiting cash. Now, not only did the business receive cash, the business received photography equipment in the amount of $33,500. So we've got to include that. Photography equipment for $33,500. Now, who gets claims to these assets? Well, the owner gets claimed. So we have to increase the owner's common stock account. And is common stock part of aid? No. So we're going to increase it. So that's what we'll do. Credit common stock for $40,000. Now, where did I get the $40,000? Remember, your debits have to equal your credits. So you're going to add these two numbers to get our common stock number of 40,000. Debits always have to equal credits. Okay, let's start with the next one, number 2, which is August 2nd. The company paid $2,100 cash. Well, what did I tell you? If you pay cash, you're going to credit cash. Okay, so we're going to credit cash. Well, what's the debit? Well, why did we pay the cash? Well, it's for an insurance policy covering the next 24 months. Now, you own that policy, and that policy is going to benefit you in the future. So we have to book that insurance policy as an asset. And specifically, it's called prepaid insurance. And that will be in the amount of $2,100. And like I said before, we paid cash for the policy. And so we're going to credit cash for $2,100. Let's do number 5 here. The company purchased office supplies for $880 cash. Okay, so the business received office supplies. Office supplies is an asset. So how do we increase an asset? By debiting, right? So we're going to debit office supplies. Let's do that first. Now, did we pay cash for it, or did we tell the guy, I'll pay you later? No, we paid cash. And so cash is going down. And what did I say? When you pay cash and cash is going down, you're going to credit cash. Okay, let's do August 20. The company received $3,331 cash. Well, stop there. You receive cash, so you know that you're going to be debiting cash. Okay. So why did we receive the cash? Because we earned a photography fees, right? So it has to be some type of revenue account. Let's go ahead and put in our debit for cash because we know cash is going up. Okay. Now, we have to increase our revenue account. I think it's for photography fees earned. And revenue is not part of aid, right? So we know we have to increase it with a credit. And that makes sense because we need a credit to balance things out. So there it is. Credit photography fees earned $3,331. The last one, the company paid $675 cash for August utilities. Well, you paid cash. What did I say when you pay cash? Well, you're going to credit cash. Okay. So we know the credit is going to be to cash. Well, what's our debit? Well, we're paying it because we're paying our utilities. So that must be utilities expense, right? Of $675. Okay. And like I said, we paid cash. We're going to credit cash, $675. Perfect. That's it for exercise 2-9. And that's the thought process that I use to complete these journal entries. Next, we're going to post these journal entries to the general ledger. This is exercise 2-10. Okay. Now it says here to prepare the T accounts and all these for all these accounts. Well, we're just going to kind of do it on the fly. Okay. So here's our journal entries. Now we're going to post one line at a time. Okay. So we're going to start with August 1, a cash debit of $6,500. So we don't have any T accounts. So let's go ahead and put one in. There's cash. And you know, it's going to be a debit for $6,500. Now notice that I put this reference here, August 1, debit $6,500. So we can kind of go back and kind of see where you got that number. Okay. So that's it. Let's do the next one. Photography equipment, debit of $33,500. Well, we need the photography equipment T account. So there it is. And we need a debit of $33,500. Put that in. Okay, we're done. Third line, common stock, credit 40,000. Well, we need to put a T account out here. Remember, these T accounts they're a stripped down general ledger. You know, the real accounts will have, a running balance and they'll have the account numbers and everything. But you can represent the ledger just by these simple T accounts. And that's what we're doing here. Okay, so we need common stock. That's our third line. Common stock, credit 40,000. So make sure you put it on the right side, which is the credit side. August 1 for $40,000. All right, we've completed those three lines for the first journal entry. Let's go to the second journal entry on August 2nd. One line at a time. Prepaid insurance, $2,100. Well, we need to add a T account, right? There it is, our prepaid insurance. And we're going to debit by $2,100. So let's put that in here. Debit $2,100. Good. Let's do the next one. Credit cash for $2,100. Now we already have a cash T account here, so we're just going to use it, and we're posting a credit of $2,100. Okay, that is it. Remember, in the cash account, when you receive money, you put it on the debit. That's why we receive $6,500, and then credits are payments of cash. So we paid $2,100 on August 2nd. Okay, we're done with August 2nd. Let's move to August 5th. Office supplies, debit $880. Well, we need a office supplies account, so let's do it. And we know that it's a debit of $880. So put it over there, debit of $880. The next line is a credit to cash, $880. Well, again, we've got a cash account and we're posting a credit. So we're going to put it over here, $880. Of course, it's August 5th. Well, we're done with the August 5th entry. Let's go ahead and do August 20. Here, we have a debit to cash of $3,331. Okay, so we're going to go post that amount, a debit to cash in the amount of $3,331. We move to the next line. Photography fees earned, credit $3,331. And I don't see a photography fees earned. I guess we need to put it in. Okay, so there we go. It's a credit. So we're going to put it on the right side there. August 20, a credit of $3,331. All right, we finished posting both lines for August 20. We just have one more to do, August 31. We have utilities expense, $675. I don't see utilities expense, so we need to get a T count going. There it is. And so we're going to post that debit to utilities expense of $675. So it goes over here, debit $675. Finally, we've got a credit to cash of $675. Now we do have the cash account. So we're going to post that credit of $675 to the cash account, credit $675. And we are done posting. Okay. Now, let's figure out what we have in our cash account. Remember, 6,500 and 3,331 came in. And then these three represent amounts that went out. So to find our balance, we'll take the 6,500 plus the 3,331. That's our money coming in, but then we have to subtract the money going out, minus 2,100, minus 880, minus 675, and our ending cash balance is 6,176. Okay, now the rest of these, we know what the ending balances are because they're single numbers. So our ending balance for photography equipment is 33,500. Our common stock ending balance is going to be 40,000. Our office supplies balance is going to be a debit of 880. Our photography fees earned is going to be a credit of 3,331. Our prepaid insurance is going to have a debit balance of 2,100. And of course, our last but not least, our utilities expense is going to have a debit balance of 675. Now, these represent the ending balances. And what do we do with those? Well, in my next video, we're going to take the ending balances from here and put them into what we call a trial balance. So I will see you in the next video. That's it for now. Stop the share. And happy studying. Looking forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye-bye.